Do you know what? I thought there were so many answers he gave you last week which were politically very good news lines that people should have seized upon a lot more that you don't get out of political interviews.
Do you think?
I do. Like when you were saying, out of 10, how much do you want to be in Europe or whatever? What did he say?
7.5.
Which to me wasn't that convincing. I mean, you don't go out and say, I sort of want us in Europe, not real. Well, sort of
not
do.
quite
Mostly,
10, though.
I mostly want us in Europe, but, no, whatever.
What was amazing for me was watching... So we had Jeremy Corbyn on Friday night, and then the next night, as happens, I was watching the news, because I need to watch the news for the show, and I'm thinking, I need to know what's going on. And Jeremy Corbyn was in Glasgow today, and I'm watching it, and then they said, last night he dressed up like this for the last leg. And I was kind of watching it, oh, now we're making the news. This is...
And you're not a journalist, are you?
Yes.
He's not, no.
He trained.
I did study to be a journalist.
Yes. Oh, you
I
did, but then you went into comedy.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because, no, it's just when you were saying
you
that I'm
watched
watching
his
the
show,
news.
you would realise he wasn't a journalist.
I do watch the show. I'm just saying, you're saying I have to watch the news. Because you're saying, did it set out to be what it has become?
No, we started off as a Paralympics highlight show, and we thought that was all it was going to be. And then at the end of the Paralympics, Channel 4 said, how about you guys get together and talk about the news every week? And Josh, Alex and I kind of went, we don't really care about the news that much. But I think that's why it works, because we're coming from it from the same position as the people at home. They don't really care about the news.
Yeah.
They're not quite sure what's going on.
Except, do you know what we do care? We care about disability, of course. And would you be annoyed if people are watching you and they don't realise there's a disability angle to all of this? Or is that now subliminal? Or how does that balance out?
I think when we were talking about the Paralympics and we were making jokes about everything that was going on in the Paralympics, it was important for people to know that it was coming from people who had a disability. But now when we're talking about the news, it's not as much of a thing now. We've kind of moved on.
Well, you describe yourself as 3 guys with 4 legs, I think, originally. And you're going to Rio for the Paralympics. Is the show going?
Yes. Yeah, they're sending us to Rio. And it's really lovely because 4 years ago when we were here in London doing the Paralympics show, no one knew what we were going to do. So the Paralympics associations kind of looked at us and went, oh, we're not going to give you too many of our athletes to talk to in case you're going to be offensive. And now this time they know what we're doing. They're going, you can have everyone.
Yes.
You can have everyone. We've already filmed interviews with Ellie Simmons. We're going to do David Weir next week. It's like everyone's jumped on board.
That's a tremendous tribute, and the more mainstream you can make all of that, the better. Talking about everyone, Russell Crowe, your guest lineup last week with Corbyn and Crowe, amazing. And Crowe is truly a world star. There's no doubt. You know, his portrayal in Gladiator, amazing. He's very Burton-esque, right up there. You know, top actor. I was recording a programme beside your studio last Friday night, and I walked out the door. On my crutch, as it turns out, and he's sitting the way you are, and I walked out the door, and you know when you just sort of look at someone, you say, I know them. I don't know why. I just sort of went, "Ah, Russell Crowe, how are you?" And he looked up at me, he was on his phone, he was smoking, he went, "Yeah, mate." And he went down again. And I then tweeted again, kind of, oh, I said, that moment when you say, hello, Russell Crowe, and you realise he's no idea who you are. And you know what he did? He sent me a selfie. He sent me a picture of himself. So, hi, mate, me and Russell, like that.
Busy mates, no?
Well, do you know how strange that was for me? Because I follow him on Twitter. And I'm sorry, I don't follow you on Twitter, Eamonn.
Well, change that.
I will change that. So all I saw, I didn't see your exchange. All I saw was him sending you a selfie saying, "G'day, mate." I was like, what? He's our guest.
And you hung out with him afterwards.
Yeah, you went out.
He took us all out for drinks afterwards.
Do you remember it?
I do. Alex Brooker doesn't. Alex and Josh. So Alex and Josh, who are on the show with me, they are 2 completely different type of drunk. Josh becomes the drunkest man in the world instantly. So you'll be talking to him and he'll be going, yeah, I think it's fascinating the way politics is going. It's really interesting. And then you look away for a second and look back and he's gone. Like, how did that happen so quickly? Alex just falls asleep while sitting up. Like, literally last week I came back into the room and Russell Crowe said to me, "Adam, we've been trying to wake Alex up for half an hour." No,
what about you?
If he stays awake tonight, who have you got on the show?
Tonight we have Jesse Eisenberg, who played Mark Zuckerberg in the Social Network, or because I'm a dad of 2 girls, is the voice of the bird Blue in the movie Rio, whichever one you want to go with, and Kunal Nayyar, who's in The Big Bang Theory. Lost on you, Eamonn?
Sorry, I'm talking to the voices in my ear. Is this really hard or partly hard? I'm sorry, we're on a hard count. I've got to say
goodbye.
What that
means.
OK,
yeah,
I'm with you.
They're on tonight, Channel 4, 10 p.m. Back after this.
Hello, YouTube. For more of the same, just click here. And don't forget, you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.
Is there anything worse than being stuck in a car when you need to go?
No.
So, always have hot water bottle under the passenger seat, and it's ideal for relieving yourself into, because it holds a lot of liquid. The top bit, the actual lip of the hot water bottle is quite. You're not gonna spill